What's going on, and welcome back to the A Show with the Kings of Pro Wrestling Podcast. I am Justin, here with Meelz. I just ate some really hot Cool Ranch Doritos.
Wow.
I am struggling not to talk like Batman.
I didn't even know they made hot Cool Ranch. Like, Cool Ranch should just be like...
They're great.
I love Cool Ranch, regular Cool Ranch. Hot Cool Ranch seems like something that would be painful for me. I'm not a very spicy person. Every now and then I will try a little spice just to get a kick out of. That's like me getting a kick out of life. That's like me living on the edge. It's like, yeah. I'll get it spicy. And that'll be it. But other than that, or I'll get like a virgin mojito. I was like, okay, I'll try that.
Well, I was out of every other chip, which is crazy. I had no other chips. So
is your pantry usually well stacked with snacks and shit?
Yeah, it shouldn't be. But if you like snacking,
a little snack ain't hurt nobody.
Yeah, if you like snacking. Anyone who's ever come over here, you know, it's some snacks to be had. All right.
I saw a tweet the other day. I was like, "Who's keeping Twizzlers in business?"
White people.
Yeah, I was gonna say old people, but yes, also white people, because like licorice in 2026, like.
I mean, we're basically back in the Great Depression. So,
bro, my old boss at my old job used to be like, he would have, and this is like ultimate old people stuff. His snacks were like licorice, Twizzlers, and pretzels.
Yeah. And
that's like ultimate old people combo. Like, this is the best I can do. I'm not trying to do anything else. To the point where we would like, so me and my coworker, we had our own like section office like that. We were just like, yo, let's put in half. Let's get a bunch of snacks. Let's get some waters. Let's get some like, we gonna outfit this shit, because we were trying to make the office kind of cool, because obviously the job was very whack.
Yeah.
But we were trying our best to make our office like the cool office. Like, we had a sofa in the middle. We had this, that, and the third. But because we worked in facilities department, so any department that would like to throw out stuff, you'd be like, oh, it's still pretty good, let's throw it in our office, let's just do that.
Decorations, all that.
Yeah, I try to make, if I gotta work at a workspace, like at my current workspace at my job, it's not really mine. Like, everybody just supposed to just sit down wherever it's free, and no one owns it, even though that's not
where you work at, it's pretty much, you get in where you fit in.
Yeah, but it's not true, trust me. People very much so. My first 3 weeks at the job, I felt like I was being judged for sitting in someone's seat, even though I was explicitly told there are no assigned seats, but there are clearly people who sit in the same place every fucking day.
Yeah, just like high school.
Yeah, and don't take lightly to it. So on the day that I guess like I stayed home or did something, like they finally got their seat back, and they just started coming earlier, I guess, to get back their seat, which is fine. It's whatever. And then I started to sit in a myriad of places. Speaking of food, are we trying the Chick-fil-A?
No. Next question.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why they waited this long to start getting freaky and start turning into freaks.
Because business is bad. You got to get freaky with it.
Like, I don't know what took. Like, why? You're 50 years in.
It's like first of all, it's like a $12 chicken sandwich, which is nuts in its own right. The Popeyes chicken sandwiches, you could buy 2 Eggos and buy something else and like fuck it up yourself. But I've heard it's good.
Is it?
Is
it like a McGriddle with the chicken? I'm very protective of what I put in between chicken.
Sure. Or around chicken, we've all had the KFC Double Down experience, if you were alive enough for that.
Double Down. Sorry.
It's it happens. We probably, just like Hell in a Cell cuts off years of people's careers, like Double Down probably cut off years.
We probably have been fucking with things that should have never come across our purview. The McRib,
Right.
they was
McRib.
they was shuffling the McRib to us.
Bro, the last time I had a McRib was maybe like, I want to say like 2009, 2008, whenever that period of when it came out. And I was like, this is what niggas was going crazy for? This is just barbecue slabbed, questionable meat.
Yeah.
Pause.
With slap and a sauce.
Yeah, and I was like, damn. And I don't think they're ever bringing it back, to be honest with you. It's just not, it don't even look right. It don't even look appetizing. They'd rather.
Well, you know what was funny? When I was a kid, I didn't have a McRib till I was like an adult, and I just tried it, right?
Of course.
But when I was a kid,
because who the fuck would buy you a McRib?
I'm pretty sure if I asked, my mom would be like, "You sure?" Yeah. All right.
Okay.
But I used to think as a kid that there was bones in it, but it just looks like it's bones in it.
Yeah, but it's not ribs, Justin.
I thought it was
ribs too. I thought it was ribs too.
Thought it was ribbed.
But ribbed is just it's a term of endearment, I guess. Remember last week when I said things would come in threes?
Yeah, you did.
Boy, did it ever.
I know. What a fucking week, eh?
Yeah. Initially, I thought the third was just going to be he who should not be mentioned. I guess Rover, whatever his name is.
Rovert. The IWC Charlie Kirk, huh?
Hey man,
this is my eulogy for that nigga, man. All right,
let's talk about it.
Because I better not see no black people. I think I did see a black person eulogizing this nigga, but
of course, there's always
one.
He was nice to me.
Yeah, he was nice to me was crazy.
Great discussions.
He used to say backhandedly the worst, craziest shit about black people you could ever imagine.
Yeah,
he chased people down there. Cornell, our good friend Cornell, friend of the chat, he'd always be on Cornell's dick all the time. All right, this dude was unhinged to say the fucking least. Do you mean to tell me that when this motherfucker, they found out he died, how do you even know that the nigga died? Because you never even saw his face.
Yeah, he probably had some friends, a friend or two.
Which is crazy in itself because he just seemed friendless.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this dude, one of the most just extremely problematic dudes. More problematic than the people that they act like they hate on a daily basis.
Also, just very like the way you indulge in something that you like, and then also like shit on people for having.
But he loved the business. He had a real passion for the business. I think he used to be one of my favorite like wrestling podcasters, reporters was just like, but if you were on his good side, consider yourself made or some shit. I'm like, so if the racist idiot likes me, then I'm a good dude.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like, fuck you. Fuck him. I don't care what you feel about it. The dude was a jackass.
Yeah, he was.
He said all types of crazy shit. Literally
just because he could get away with it because it's the internet. Yeah. And no one was going to find him. But
I saw somebody say three gay icons died, Rover, Dolly Parton, and Tim Curry. I said, huh? And it was, why I said that? Was because he championed women's wrestling. I said, is that all it takes?
Is that all
it fucking takes?
Niggas is so weird, bro. Yeah, go to hell. It's just
I got the same energy for Trump. That's really the same energy.
It just is. You know what? We've had a lot of people pass this week.
I remember Rover got on here, was blaming all of us for this shit.
He don't even live here,
bro. He used to talk real crazy about America. So to see American niggas, but again, American niggas, dick suckers. I'm not that I'm fucking proud to be an American because at least I know I'm free because I'm not free. But at the end of the day, I'm not letting no nigga from. Shout out to fucking Tony in our Discord. I'm gonna talk about you. I'm not letting no motherfucker from Ireland fucking talk about my shit. Far be it from someone that I don't respect. So
that's more of it. Yeah, someone I don't respect. It's like, come on, man, he's a piece of shit, and y'all all
crazy shit about black people, bro, and women.
Y'all just weak. Y'all are just so terrible. I hate all of you. Like, y'all have no spine. People are saying, like, if you don't, I hate people shitting on, what was it that fucking loser said? I hate people shitting on other people, or at least if you have nothing nice to say, you should say nothing at all, or whatever the fuck it is. I was like, bro, what?
He never
So
had
if,
anything nice to say. So this is
yeah.
this is our time.
What? I was like, come on, man. You listen, shit on people who deserve it. That's all I say. Like, if whether you alive, you were dead, whatever, we being real, we being true to ourselves. We didn't like the shit that he said. We don't respect the stuff that he said. We don't care about the stuff that he said. But y'all be like, well, he had a major impact. Y'all are nut
What?
hugging weirdos. I
On
was just
what?
like, what?
He
I was like,
had scoops at a time. But then after a while he stopped having scoops. He knew a lot of stuff about NXT for a while, and then he didn't really know anything about NXT anymore.
Well,
he was the king of I know this. Source, trust me, bro. That's about it. He was a fucking demon on the message boards. But at a certain point, you got to grow out of that.
You could tell that his whole like persona was like a forum ass nigga.
Yeah, bro. I'm good on that shit. I will never in my life feel bad
the
for that.
smartest person on the message board, allegedly. I won't feel bad for him, but rest in peace, Dolly Parton. Rest in peace, Tim Curry. It's just a bad week.
I'm tired of the Dolly Parton convo too. Not like her,
sure,
just in general, but we don't even got to get into that because that's a little bit too like
it's
too deep. But I know you've been seeing it. It's just like I'm like, all right, guys. Like, I think what people don't like is that she was so beloved, and people can't fucking stand it. Like, they cannot stand how beloved she was.
People are haters, bro. It just is what it like. The Wire. I just saw that conversation today. I was like, when did we get to this point of
I don't know. I have
the internet.
One person said it, and everyone was like, yeah, you're right. It is propaganda, and I literally don't understand the internet anymore. I really don't understand. Like, we are now at the point where you cannot like any fucking thing.
Yeah, it's kind of strange.
The Wire never purported itself to be like the bastion of like great politics. I don't think that I ever remember the show for the great you remember the great you know what I'm saying? Like, it showed a snapshot into a world that we did not know anything, or at least a lot of people did not know anything about, in a city that a lot of people didn't know anything about. Just because the creator, and I'm stealing this from Pat, but like, just because the creator of the show is a little annoying on Twitter does not mean the show is bad. Because that's literally all it's about at this point, is the creator of the show be on Twitter saying bad takes, and that's why people are saying it. Propaganda. Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. Look at it from this perspective. They framed everything in The Wire as a necessary evil. The Barksdale, necessary evil. The cops, necessary evil. The system in both ways was broken down. They keep bringing up the when homie shot the kid and then he became a school Prez or whatever his name is. It's Prez. I think his name is Prez. Like, which they was like they tried to frame it as a heartwarming story. I'm like y'all, the way people, and again we'll talk about this in wrestling too. The way people perceive media and interact with media is so fucking crazy, because that's literally not how it's framed at all.
Yeah.
He's terrible at his job. He was awful at his job. Which led to they say it's a redemption arc. I'm like, is it a redemption arc? It led to it literally, whatever. I don't.
We're going to.
It's stupid.
We're in too deep, but it's the internet is just anybody. The moral of the story is, which will become a lot more clear on this episode of what we talk about. Niggas be talking, but have no idea what.
But have so I can shut up.
Right, but I have no idea what they're talking about. And that might be the moral of this this episode as we get through the news in the world of wrestling. We probably buried the lead on this, but what we're gonna do for the next 2 weeks, doing this week and next week, because we got big shows this week, we got a big show next week. Both these shows are gonna be free, because I don't think we have any. The next pay-per-view isn't until, when the hell are they going to Saudi?
Never, right?
They'll be back in November or late October or something along those lines. The next pay-per-view, other than NXT Heatwave,
Survivor Series.
It is it?
Mhm.
Worlds Collide. Money in the Bank.
Oh shit! Yeah, in New Orleans in October.
So Money in the Bank isn't until October 10th, and didn't really want to leave you guys without at least a free show between now and then, to be honest with you, because it's been since the beginning of August to the end of thing. So what we're going to do is this show, next week's show, which will be the preview show for Sunday night's main event, which is becoming quite a thing, will be free. So shout out to that. But make sure you guys subscribe to
Sign up,
Patreon.
man.
Yeah,
$5, man.
Patreon.com/the A Show RNC. There's a ton of past shows you can listen to. There's a ton of things you can listen to. There's the War Report. You get it early. You get this show early. You get the War Report early. You get everything early. Like, so make sure you guys subscribe. Patreon.com/the A Show RNC. But we got a lot to talk about this week. So much that I forgot what we put on the list. The first thing on our list is actually the last thing I put on the list because I kind of almost forgot it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Because not because of him, but because it happened on like a Saturday. Ilya Dragunov has left WWE. It was announced, or at least revealed, that he would move to the alumni section, but it was officially announced that, well, not officially announced. I don't want to say anything has been official, to be honest with you, but it has been reported that his contract came up. He chose not to renew. He is now officially.
You know why he got buried? Because Rover died like the day after.
The afternoon of, oh my god, like whatever. But yeah, Ilya Dragunov has left WWE. It's someone who we were like, all right, let's get Ilya back on the show. Like, let's figure out where Ilya is.
But you know what was crazy is that like we never in the weeks that we had been asking for that did we ever think that his contract could come up?
I was like,
why would they keep him on TV?
Yeah, we were like, wait, why would they? What would they have to gain? Maybe there's something big planned for him. Maybe he's joining Royce fucking Keys' stable or something along those lines.
I was like, oh wait, no, his contract came up. We just didn't think that because obviously, whenever you're off TV, that's literally the reason why they take you off TV is because you don't resign. So,
well, usually, I think usually we don't hear that your contract is coming up. You probably don't have any big mouth people that
he's
are
not
around
stooging
you.
to the sheets. That's probably why.
Yeah, exactly. So he's been, off TV. I think his last official match was the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. It seems like it seems like WWE is definitely doing the thing where if you are not re-signing, they are not putting you on TV.
Well, they tried to. That was the report that came out after False Finish reported that, and I think Fightful corroborated the story that WWE's sources there said that they would have loved to keep him there, but the price he was asking was too high, and so they reached an impasse on the deal, which I can see from their perspective. Like, it's not like he was factored into main event plans in any way, shape, or form. It just seems like they couldn't come to agreement on the contract and they parted ways. This one seems a lot more I won't say cordial, but a lot more like realistic than the other contract things that we've heard for the last couple of months about this contract.
Yeah, essentially. I think it's just I could sleep well knowing that they tried and just like it just didn't work out. Like, that's all. That's really all it is. It just didn't work out. They couldn't come to impasse. You probably get paid. I mean, this is when you have multiple kind of companies. This is kind of the thing that'll happen. If it was 2008 and it's just WWE in town, he probably takes whatever contract they give him. Honestly, to be honest with you, he probably should have took whatever contract WWE gave him. But
because it's tough sledding in AEW. We're gonna talk about them today too.
Yeah, I think, well, I didn't even watch the show today. It's probably still going on as we speak, to be honest with you. But actually, let me turn it on. It's taped, but it's probably still going on because their overruns apparently last like 35 minutes.
It's taped, and I saw no spoilers about it. Interesting.
Yeah, well, if you don't engage, it just won't show you. Because I didn't see any spoilers either, but it was taped like a couple hours ago. So I don't know. I know it existed, but it was nothing like spoiler on the timeline, like Raw, like SmackDown this week was for me, but because they taped SmackDown after Raw this week.
They did?
Yeah, they taped Smack. That's why Raw started earlier this week. So they
I
taped
speaking of
Raw.
spoilers.
Yeah, they taped Raw and SmackDown on Monday, and then they're taping next week Raw and SmackDown on Friday. So yeah, prepare to have a bunch of spoilers. Um,
So this week's
for
SmackDown's already out, and then they're filming next week's SmackDown.
they're filming next week's Raw and SmackDown on Friday.
Okay. Oh, okay. Because obviously before
Yeah.
Labor Day.
Yeah, I think they're just it don't even make any sense. They probably just throw that shit up on Labor Day. They're like, nigga, just here's it at 4 p.m. Take it or leave it. But yeah, I haven't seen anything regarding it. But Ilya Dragunov, I would say, how would you kind of like, describe his WWE tenure? I mean, he started in UK. He survived UK, which is an accomplishment in itself.
He
Because
was a demon. He did that. He ran the race. He much like Alba Fire did before him.
Mhm.
He ran the race. He did UK, NXT, main roster. I think the injury really set him back though. Like
Yeah.
a lot. He was off TV for almost a year.
Over a year.
Yeah, from that injury. It was just a hellacious injury for somebody to have right in the middle of like a lot of things going. I think at that time he got injured and then Ricochet left, and a lot of that stuff around Braun at the time kind of blew up.
Mhm.
So like I think in a lot of ways that hindered kind of his growth. But when he got back, I didn't feel as though they didn't think he was a big deal. I mean, he came back as a big deal. You know what I mean? And
He
I
won
think
the U.S. title literally the night he returns.
Yeah, and I think the report was that they were going to put him back on TV right after SummerSlam. That was the idea before the contract talks broke down. And I don't think. And here's the thing: it's not even like any conversation we had before. I do actually think they wanted to keep this guy because they wanted to use him from what we see and from what we saw. Like they always put him in positions where he was on TV when they could. Obviously, in the road to WrestleMania, Trick was just too hot. He was just Trick and Sammy was just too hot. You know what I mean? And there was all of that going on, but I don't think I think he'll be back one day. So I don't want to write the story off. No, I think
I do think so as well, and I think just in general, his it was snake bit the way he kind of like came up. He came up. He was getting some good momentum. He was in the feud with Ricochet. Ricochet leaves. He was in the feud with Braun. He gets injured. So he comes back on SmackDown. He has a great run. I mean, great tenure in terms of like an all-star of the 3-hour shows. When he had a match, it was worth a damn.
Yeah.
I think when you look at NXT and you see the trajectory of Trick Williams' career and kind of like what he is as a talent, he's very much so a major part of that, establishing him as a major star. And I think that's a quality that WWE appreciated, because I think he also did the same to when Melo wins the US title. It's also elevating him for adding that level of grit, adding that level of toughness to him. And we didn't really get to see him mix it up with the big dogs at all, which I guess we would have loved to see it at some point.
You mix it up with Brock.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, it's just it's an unfortunate situation. If he ends up in AEW, I guess that's his own thing. Yeah, I just think there's so many. I look at AEW's roster and I'm just like, how do you?
It's a bunch of Ilya Dragunovs in that, but not the character that he had. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that. I just think it's funny, and I was actually shocked. I don't know if you saw like the amount of people who were just like, can't wait for him to show up and make a weird face and did it. I was like, damn, I didn't know people was like not fucking with him like that. I was like, that was crazy.
I think people are like,
they're gatekeeping AEW. A lot of people are gatekeeping AEW a lot.
Yeah. But I also think like, so for instance, we get these comments from Athena this week of, after her ROH win, that people are pretty much like downplaying the accomplishments that she had and everything that she's done in ROH. Fucking motorbikes. But she's someone who's like, I think is also very much so a victim of that. There are just people showing up on the show, and now you're probably never get back to any spot that you were. she was one of the ones who stepped through the portal. She had her moment. She shows up. She faces Jade. She has that moment. She wrestles on the show. She sent to ROH in Purgatory and has been there for the last 3.5 to 4 years. Has been heralded as a champion. And she's a talented wrestler. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's like the value. I don't like when wrestlers, or at least I don't like in this kind of circumstance where it's like the fans don't respect me. It's like, it's not us. We think you should be on the main show, but you're probably not going to because your boss doesn't want to. Because your boss probably prefers the people like the Ilya Dragunovs or the Tommaso Ciampas or the MJFs or the small 5'10" white guys who will has great work rate and kind of do that in the ring. So I could fully see Ilya Dragunov on an AEW, but my question would be like, how do you even if the problem in WWE is they call people up and they don't have a plan for them, where is the trajectory of Ilya Dragunov when he comes in out of nowhere?
And they had a plan for Ilya.
I fully believe. I mean, at some point it was going to be Gunther. I fully believe.
Yeah. Maybe.
But
on Raw, you mean when he was on Raw?
Yeah, when he was on Raw. Yeah. But it's just, yeah, I don't know what the plan would be. Like, you kind of in AEW, you have to sweat and toil, win mid-card championships, and if you know the right people, you might get a pay-per-view match for the title.
I just don't know if this isn't to be disrespectful, okay?
All right.
What is
I'm gonna take it as such.
Is there a demand for Ilya Dragunov? It's just the rosters are just so much. Like, maybe the indie.
I don't think there's a demand, but I do think he's a talent where if he is utilized, he's a great. I don't think it's a loss from WWE, but the potential for gain was, I think, the potential for what he could have done was great, in my opinion. Like, he could have been a guy. In my opinion, he could have been a fully main eventer guy that people could have got behind.
Maybe eventually.
Yeah, eventually, but initially, no.
But just for him, the issue was that, like, yes, he good wrestler, but also there are just so many people ahead. People would just like, I saw like, I just think that there was just so much. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah, I hear you.
I like Ilya a lot, but I also think that, like, to me, this ain't even an issue of them not thinking that he was worth it, right? Like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't kind of the same as the other situations in a lot of ways. It was just like, hey, how much you think, you can come down? They said no. I mean, as someone who has been advocating for himself in the last 2 months, I completely get him. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, do your thing, but I don't think it's over for him here.
I don't think so either.
We'll have to see. I mean, Alistair didn't run straight right to AEW. I don't think he can.
I don't think he can. No, yeah. He's in a tough boat. I think he's something where he'll have to figure himself out of it. But I do think he can.
He is in Karrion Kross trajectory, and I want people to realize that. Right now.
Oh, MLW champion! Yikes.
Yep.
Well, there we go. I think it's unfortunate for him. But he'll have to work his way back from that. Next bit of news. It was reported this week that WWE is apparently getting kicked off of ESPN.
No, don't report that like it's actually true.
No, well, I'll add community notes. I'll add community notes afterwards.
Don't report that as if it. Okay, so here's the story, right? Some white dude, we'll call him that.
Some white dude
named BJ.
Yeah,
decided for some strange reason 2 days ago that he would report that WWE, the numbers were not, that the ESPN was not happy with the numbers, and that they planning on basically sliming them out.
in 2030.
Yeah, they're going to slime them out, and we're not. And so, mind you, we're still waiting 4 years to get there. And he said, "Yeah, I'm standing on it." And he had SES Scoops report on it, like, "Yeah, this the truth." And so niggas is obviously doing what they do online when you get this type of news, and they saying, "Oh my God,
it must be true."
WWE is finished. They're finished, bro. I know it. They're finished. And so it comes out of nowhere. I don't even know how this ESPN dude found it. I'm guessing the conversation got huge over like
I think people are online. I think the people who are, especially the people who are at ESPN,
an exec.
I think people are very much online. Like in terms of like, there are wrestling fans at ESPN, and those wrestling fans are online. That's all I'll say about that.
Yeah. So like, an exec goes online and says, "Hey, listen, we haven't heard this. This isn't true, and we definitely wouldn't be talking to this nigga." Well, what was the actual? I gotta find the actual quote because
let's do that because that was funny. Because one, we didn't believe it in the first place. We were like, "What?" I read the report that he wrote, and nothing in the report besides the first line, which said they probably won't re-sign the deal. Everything else, even in the report, talked about kind of like ESPN and the problems they've been having just in general. I won't even say problems, but how slow they've been to actively incorporate cable networks and all these other things in the launch.
It's the same dude who said that AEW gets 500K views every week from HBO Max.
Bruh. Knowing NBA don't get 500 views max from fucking from when they were on HBO Max or even the ESPN app or really anything really. And this is still
I found the quote.
Okay.
The dude, Ben Cafardo, sorry if I said his name wrong. He quote tweeted SES Scoops, which is probably the biggest fucking
dunk. Nuts on the table.
Biggest engagement that site's probably ever had in their life.
Oh, ratioed.
There is no truth to the report that we have decided not to renew. Also, here's the thing. It's too early for them to decide that.
Bro, it's 1 year. Why would anyone believe this? I just kept in my head like, why would this be true? Why would this be true? And I don't want to continue calling out names, but it was just the John Alba of Sports Illustrated retweeted and it was like, well, Fox, in their deal, they knew very early on that they weren't going to continue with WWE, and they had all these plans for backstage and all this other stuff that never actually happened. But yeah, a lot of that was because of COVID. And then I was like, so what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, why are you saying that? Like,
why are you saying anything? I was
at that SmackDown in October 2019, and COVID happened literally 4 or 5 months after that.
5 months after that, yeah.
So yes, plans changed. Absolutely, plans changed. Like, what the fuck are you saying? There's no extenuating circumstance that is happening with this ESPN deal.
Yeah, why are you stop saying words? I was so upset. I was like, why are you saying? Not that in terms of like defensive WWE, but like you're a journalist. Stop saying things because you half believe what this person thinks. But you don't want to commit to it. Just shut the fuck up.
So he continues in the statement to say they never checked with us before publishing, and had they, we would have told them that was completely false.
He said, I did. BJ said, I did.
So BJ said, yeah. BJ said, man, shit. Shit, I tried contacting them through the
portal, through the submission request.
The same shit that if my order wrong on StockX, they're gonna take me to the AI assistant and say, "Hey, what's your problem, BJ?" Hey, are y'all about to renew WWE?
If my fridge is broken, I got to fill out the same form of like shit. Well, we need a service request.
He said, I tried this is BJ, not the guy from ESPN. I tried contacting through support.espn.com last night, and I also left a voicemail on a support voice.
Brother.
In fairness, I forgot about previous correspondence with Ben in April and his email, or I would have contacted him there.
Shut up.
Right. He don't know you. He has no clue who you are.
No, not at all.
Oh, no clue.
This is so funny. This was so funny. This was very embarrassing. This is embarrassing to the entire whatever wrestling journalism said it is. This is very embarrassing because people stuck up for people. Meltzer stuck up for him. Oh, so he had so much. He was right on the numbers for this, right on the numbers for this, and AEW this and AEW this. Mind you, we don't have AEW numbers. Pay-per-view numbers. I
So
want
here's
people
the
to know
thing:
that.
if he's
All
wrong
right, go
about
ahead.
this, why the fuck should we ever believe anything he ever says?
Well, that's what SC Scoop said. Because they
SES
dropped the
Scoops, SES Scoops got on there and they said, you know what, man? This is this morning. They said yesterday we published a report from BJ Bethel on WWE's relationship with ESPN. We are retracting that story in its entirety. Before a story like this runs, the subject deserves a direct chance to respond, and that step wasn't taken to the appropriate standard. And I have to stop here. Then why did y'all run it in the first place if there was no
Bruh.
comment from ESPN, the world leader in sports?
Nigga.
I went to school for this, by the way.
Most
Y'all
people
are
don't. I
y'all
didn't
are
go to school for this, but I know better.
Since publication, it's come to light that this effort fell way short. We ran it, and the buck stops with us. We've parted ways with Mr. Bethel. And we had our verification procedures reviewed by an outside partner and updated our process as a result.
What? You updated your process? What the
I
fuck
would have
were you
known.
doing
This nigga
before?
said that he said AEW's getting 500K HBO Max views. I would have never hired him off of that. This is the panhandler on the street asking you for 50 cents. You said no change, brother, and then going to the damn Ralph's or wherever the fuck you're going. I would have never hired this motherfucker.
I
He's a
would have
liar.
never heard. Yeah, come on, man. And you people sticking up for him or wanting to stick up for him. I was like, bro, y'all are the saddest group. Y'all didn't believe this hot mess express that y'all were riding on, and y'all were just, yeah, totally fire.
I am so fucking like done with this idea that wrestling journalism is a real thing. It's over.
Yeah, like
It's over.
it's just there's no, and people will say no. Well, certain, and I think some people do a good job, some people do better than others, but the idea of like sources to me is just like I'm glad people double check and triple check their sources, but the way y'all let this man in the club and let him buy drinks and told him that his shirt looked fire and and let him dance up on the tables for as long as he did before y'all said, "Hey, he's supposed to be here." This nigga is he who he came with,
Yeah.
bro. Come on, man. So, ESPN denies it. It makes it. If there are any problems with the WWE ESPN thing, I truly, in my
We
opinion,
wouldn't know.
we would know. Yeah, well, they wouldn't know first of all. But it's a grown thing. In my humble opinion, I don't think the ESPN streaming app will exist in 5 years. That's just me.
At that
I
point, WWE said, "Got your money."
yeah. At this point, at some point, I think by the time we talk about this in 2030, it'll probably be folded into Disney Plus. Like it just is what it is. I don't see. Well, ESPN is great. Is what it's just too much to say, but I don't think it will exist. That's just my hot take. In a couple of years, it's not worthy enough. The people are realizing that starting streaming platforms to attempt to circumvent cable cutters doesn't really work, unless you're an established platform.
I
So
think WWE is angling for YouTube ultimately. YouTube and Netflix.
if listen, don't get if shows are on YouTube pay them a gazillion dollars.
If you do it,
Come on, man. And I got premium already. What? I know they going 2030 premium go cost like $32.99 a month, but it's I'm gonna be there.
yeah.
I'm never giving it up. I didn't give it up when I didn't have a job. I'm not giving up now. So speaking of wrestling journalism, according to Meltzer, he's reporting that Young Bucks could be on their last wrestling contract in
Cool.
AEW. I also don't believe this. Not to say that the Young Bucks are. I don't think they're over the hill. They look pretty spry. They're 41 and 37, which is not that old, especially compared to their contemporaries. I mean, Finn Balor is like a fresh, like what was he? Like 44?
Yeah, he's pretty. He up there. He on.
Yeah. So I don't necessarily believe it. I believe this is another let's plant this in the thing and see how much we can get. That's just me. Let's see how we can establish our leverage as this contract is beginning, because the contracts of Kenny, Hangman Page, and the Bucks are coming up, I think, sometime this year or next year. So this is right around the time where they'd start utilizing the dirt sheets to, increase their value. Before last, it was like, well, a couple of them wanted to go to WWE.
Yeah.
And back in the day, they wanted to go to WWE, and then it was like, nope, actually, they all re-signed together, and they all held hands as they were signing the paper. So we'll see how this goes. I think it's a moot point. I think they're going to stay in AEW. It really does not matter.
It doesn't fucking matter. They're not leaving. They got to beat the New Day first.
Yeah, 100%. Speaking of AEW, they lost $30 million on the Fight Forever game.
Well, let me talk about this while I still can.
Okay.
I switch from one thing to the next. Bruh. We knew that they was losing money on this game. It didn't look great. It didn't have a great reception. The reviews were middling.
Mm-hmm.
People tried to make this like it was about to be the greatest thing ever. When in the same year of this release, that latest WWE 2K game actually broke records, I think, that year.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's all about hiring people that actually know what the fuck they're doing. I think that they went with a product and with a team that I have always heard was a headache to work with in Ukes, and it looked like that was the case there, and they got what they paid for.
Body was ill proportioned, everything. Oh my god, look at these! It's 60s in the 60s in terms of their scores.
No mercy, no mercy, they said. And I saw somebody say, "Man, the community's still alive." All right, hold on. Let's go to Steam charts.
Yeah, that's insane. Get your Fight Pro Wrestling.
Let's go to Steam charts. AEW Fight Forever. Let's look at the Steam charts. Let's look at what the community doing.
Okay.
On Fight Forever. Oh, here we go.
I don't know what Steam charts are.
It's you can look at how many people are playing the game on Steam. 5 people playing 3 hours ago. 5 people playing 24-hour peak. All-time peak 1,428 people.
Damn. And are they watching Dynamite? Or are these people watching?
Last 30 days, peak players 18. July 2026, 15. June 2026, 15. May 20, April 20, March. Yeah, that's the community.
What about 2023, Justin? Where the game came out?
When it came out, July 2023, 1,428. The month of.
But then what happened after that?
161. September 67. October 41. November 49. December.
This game trash.
29. Again, even after the DLC launch, it jumped to 74. No. I'm bugging. It didn't jump to 74. That was like a year ago. When the DLC launched, it only had a minor growth of 38 peak players.
It's a tough beat.
Forever.
Yeah, it is mid forever. Oh my god. Well, speaking of that, since we got AEW on the brain and we're rolling through.
I don't know about that.
AEW All In 2026. It's officially here. They've sold over 40,000 tickets according to WrestleTix.
They did it.
According to them, they are outselling SummerSlam.
Who?
According to the internet.
Oh, I was like, who was them?
Did
people understand the math of 37 plus 38?
No, they don't. They said no. We've individually sold better. Do
they get the math?
This is like Nas saying I sold more than Speaker Box. I sold more than Speaker Box the album. Like, come on, man. It's it's 2 nights.
Yeah, some connected to that, right?
Yeah, like I mean, if they decided to do 2 nights of this, they could probably sell a pretty penny as well. I mean, they probably 2 for 1 hot dog. Yeah, anything you want.
Let's get to the show so we can get to some real graps.
Thus far, as currently announced, there are 9 matches on the show. As we know, there will be more. It's popping off in the middle of the afternoon. It's going up against the AAA show and the NXT Heatwave, which we'll also talk about sometime after this. But the main events of this show, and then we'll kind of like skim through the undercard and see what happens. Main events of this show: Willow Nightingale, AEW Women's World Champion versus Mercedes Moné. From everything that I've seen, this was very much so front loaded in the first segment of this program, and every other week they just been beating up each other backstage and calling each other bitches and all types of other shit like that.
Nice.
So,
what's your read on this? I'm gonna ask with everything you kind of bring up. Like, what's your read on this? Who do you think is gonna win? Who do you think should win?
I think so if they're keeping Mercedes, if they want to keep Mercedes Moné, she should probably win. And I think she will win. I think Willow Nightingale, unfortunately, she makes a great. I don't even think of it as a chasing champion. She just won
this like a month or so ago, right?
Yeah, but she wasn't. If it wasn't her, I don't think at any point this was supposed to happen. I think maybe it was supposed to happen the other way around, is what I'll say. It was supposed to be Mercedes Moné being the champion and Willow Nightingale being the challenger. At some point, Willow Nightingale gets injured. It kind of shifts things around. But then she also recovers sooner than we recovered enough to be in this show. So to me, it was just kind of insane. But they didn't add the ladder. Oh, is that ladder match happen? I'll see what happens. But my read on this is very hot match. In terms of there's no Toni Storm on the show, this is probably the next best thing you could do. Ultimately, Willow Nightingale makes Mercedes look like an amazing heel character, which no one has been able to replicate since. Because Mercedes, not even that. And Mercedes Moné has not won the AEW Women's World Championship. I do think Toni is just going to be like, let's give her the title and see how it goes. If she doesn't resign, her contract should be coming up at the end of the year, top of next year, considering if any additional time is added to it.
She's been there that long already?
She's been there that long already. She was at the initial All In she's been there 2023.
Sheesh.
20. So from what we know, so she debuts, I think, 2024. Before we know, she was signed quite a bit before then.
Has she made an impact, you think? Like, I know people were like, 2 women's matches on a show. We progress. Like,
I think she is. I don't think she's made an impact. I think her career has benefited from being the top dog.
Yeah, big fish. Yeah.
The big fish in a little pond. I think she has insanely benefited her legacy, her career, everything like that. Kind of doing on her own, similar to Moxley. But I don't think the women's division has benefited. Again, there's only one women's match on the show still, just from Wikipedia, and it's hers.
She's done her best work here.
Yes, and I would say yes. Consistently, yes. I would say so. I think she's consistently done her best work here. She's given the room to kind of like the opportunity to do what she want to do without the kind of like boo-boo face. I'm putting someone over.
Yeah, she doesn't lose ever.
Yeah, she doesn't really lose here. So it's kind of a moot point at this point. But yeah, I don't think I think she's done her best work. I think she's going to pick up the title here. I think it's right to do. Willow, another short title reign, but you can continue to feud if you want to. This is their kind of like thing. Just beat each other for the title.
She chose this. I don't feel bad for her.
She 100% chose this. So we'll be, I would say people should stay tuned in terms of what's done with Mercedes Moné. In terms of her resigning, I think it's kind of up in the air. But I think it's likely she resigns if she loves the attention that kids get and the money, most of all, because she's probably going to get more money. So we'll see what happens. The next main event is, of course, Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay. I have not been following this as much, but I know some crazy shit has been happening. They've kind of really positioned Kenny as the heel in this situation. And heel leaning, I'll say. Not a proper outright heel, but definitely heel leaning.
Definitely in like the Roman spot, it looks like, from what I've seen.
Yeah. Because he's been frying him. Like, and to be fried, I think this feud has made people look at Will Ospreay like, you dead ass? Like, is this the best you get? Being cooked by Kenny Omega on the mic is insane. He's not that good.
They don't value like mic work.
No. And he has the he has the nerve. He jumped on Helwani this week. Kind of really talk about like WWE's not his style. WWE's not his thing. WWE's not that. And again,
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they keep asking him about WWE in every interview that he has, and he just says it's not his brand of wrestling. It just is what it is. But honestly, I think he'd be much more popular in WWE, but AEW seems to be fully behind him and doing whatever he is. So I expect him to come out as champion.
He's been shaken up since Triple H said that shit, and I wish that he would get over. He needs to go to therapy.
I think so as well. I think there's a lack of maturity. I think it's just a lack of maturity kind of over there, and then also kind of the brain fog that you get of All Elite, and how they kind of
speaking of brain fog,
how they condition their wrestlers to really believe in the brand. But overall, this card isn't. It's kind of it's just an AEW card. It just isn't really like.
Oh, New Day probably popping out.
New Day's probably popping up. So there is let's see.
It's like a trios match or whatever.
Yeah, multi-trios match. They haven't announced the opponent yet. But it's Hangman and Swerve New Day. Probably Swerve New Day. There is a 3-way for the AEW International Championship, which this one I'm probably excited for. Kyle Fletcher versus Takeshita versus Kazuchika Okada.
We want to talk about somebody stealing bread.
Come on, man. How Okada don't have a world title match yet? That's kind of reprehensible considering the talent that he was. Nigga, if you didn't want to fight for the world title, you could have went. I think WWE would have gave him a world title match by now.
He's not him, bro.
But it's just, this is very much a case of like stealing money in a sense. Like he's getting paid, he is, but like you an international champion, like, come on, man. I'm not saying it needs to be Omega versus Okada again. Y'all did that shit last year, but he's in an international championship match again for the second year in a row.
That's what he want.
They have Kevin Knight versus Darby Allin in a Falls Count Anywhere match. I'm sure it'll be fun. Divine Dominion, Lena Cross and Megan Bain versus the Brawling Birds, Alex Windsor and Jamie Hayter. I'm sure the Brawling Birds will win to get the pop from the home team crowd, even though I don't really care about them. John Moxley versus Nigel McGuinness. Nigel McGuinness was injured on the way, but has somehow made his way. The commentator has somehow made his way to the finals of the Continental Challenge Cup. But he was injured, by the way. I don't know if you know this. He hurt his leg. Somebody partly through this.
About it. These niggas are stupid.
But he still advanced all the way to the finals. Real True Grit. I mean, they really like, yo, Brits, man. Don't we have them? Like, aren't we rocking right now? Like, come on.
Love them.
Andrade El Idolo, MJF, Tommaso Ciampa are the 3 announced thus far in the, what was it called? The Casino Gauntlet Battle Royal. I'm assuming if there's any opportunity to see some talent who has been fired already, it's probably in this match. If Sheamus O'Shaughnessy shows up, I would not be surprised. Considering this is...
How much money these niggas got, man?
They got enough to hire niggas and to have other niggas that they hire not do shit.
I think if they sign Sheamus, the AEW faithful will officially start ticking the clock. That is a wild signings, Meelz. You gotta admit that is a
No,
wild
it would be a
while.
while. It's not even like AEW Steez. You know what I'm saying? Like he has good matches, but he's not like an AEW person. But we'll see. Maybe he gets signed on the vet minimum again. He will show up like Baron Corbin or
He ain't
something.
getting no vet. He knows where he's come from. He knows he can't go back. He ain't getting no vet minimum.
Well, he turned down the deal apparently. But I could see him showing up in this match. People are wondering if Ilya will show up in this match. I don't know. But we'll see. I mean, the casino got on the battle royal.
If he did, and he disappears in a week like the Motor City Machine Guns did.
Listen, people been capping on that shit, but I'm just like, bruh, you signed him.
Ain't even worth arguing with niggas about that shit. Just let them.
No,
have it.
not at all. Not at all. Cage and Cope versus Young Bucks in this dream match.
Is it?
No, not me. I never dreamt of it. But
did you dream of it?
I did not dream of it at all. But hey, what are we gonna do?
All right, let's get through this. We got to get through Heatwave real quick.
Yeah, let's talk about NXT Heatwave. NXT Heatwave. It is emanating from somewhere in Texas, right?
It's in
Edinburgh, Texas. They're having Heatwave will take place right after Ola de Calor. Same building, same everything. Don't move from your seats, niggas. You're gonna be there for a ride. Ola de Calor, AAA. So just to run through that card quickly, I'll just get your top line thoughts of it. It's going to be the Reina de Reinas championship match.
The Mexican niggas? Oh, you want to go to the Mexican niggas first?
Yeah, the Mexican niggas. Just real quickly. You know, AAA show. It's going to be a gauntlet match for the AAA Reina de Reinas championship match at Triple Mania 34. This one is, this is for the, I don't know, Pimpy might be in there, so you never know. But you'll see. We have War Raiders versus Los Americanos. This should be a banger. El Carnicero versus TBA. Oh, we'll see how that happens. Fatal 4-way for the vacant AAA Latin American Championship. It's La Parca versus El Fiscal versus Dr. El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. versus Damian Priest. We got the AAA World Cruiserweight Championship. Triple threat to be number one contender for it. Mini Vikingo versus Nathan Frazier versus Jack Cartwheel. So, spots. And we got the trios match of Los Perros de Mal, who just kicked out Bronco Nima, who we'll talk about later on the show.
Later, yeah.
Daga, Angel, and Berto versus Penta, Ray Phoenix, and Dragon Lee. We'll also see Penta versus Ray Phoenix on Monday Night Raw coming up next week as well, which will be taped on Friday. So we'll see that.
Looks fun.
Looks fun. You tune in. I mean, this might be a 9 a.m. for you. Just a little something.
I'll catch the highlights. I'm really just gonna watch Triple Mania, to be honest.
Okay. NXT Heatwave, 6 matches. It's on TV, baby. This one's not for the YouTube. This is for the CW Sports, which you can also watch on ESPN apparently.
Yeah, you can watch on ESPN now. I watched NXT yesterday.
I watched a little bit of it.
Nothing offensive.
How did you feel about Natty's comment on Jada Parker being the next
you don't want to know my thoughts. You told me that I was wilding for my thoughts.
I did say that you were wilding.
I did say anything about what I thought about that.
I did say you were wilding, but
I think they see a lot in Jada Parker. I think that the online hate, I'm quite sure she sees all of it, and I think that they're not giving up on that girl. So no matter how people feel about her and whatever she did, like, she's gonna be around for a while. So, bully away, but I don't think what you guys online are saying about her is gonna affect her in any way.
As the kids would say, period. She has a submission match against Natty, which feels very
it feels very get it right so that we can push you up the card.
Yeah, but also it's like playing career mode on hard.
Yeah, but like I don't think she's like been actively bad. I just think that
no, I don't think it's like hard like that. It's like you're in a submission match against Natty, fucking the submission queen. Like you're in for. I haven't seen Jada. Yeah, you don't really have one. So whatever Natty's gonna make up for you, you better know how to apply that shit.
But I think that with Jada, it's like it's very much like I feel like they should have had her mixing it up with the NXT 4 before they all left. You
I
know,
agree.
like she should have been mixing it up with them a lot earlier than like she never did. You know what I mean? Like
No,
I think she faced Stephanie. I think she faced Stephanie one time.
She had a pay-per-view match against
all of them, I think. Was she in like a multi-woman match with them?
Yeah, at Stand and Deliver either earlier this year or last year. And then she faced Roxanne. She had a title match against Roxanne at some point early. But
this is when Roxanne was washing niggas when she was a heel, giving niggas 18 pop rocks.
Absolutely. And I think they want to call her up sooner than later. I think by like the top of 2027, they want Jada Parker on the main roster.
I think they want her up. I mean, I think they've kept her away for long enough. I think they want Kalani up too. So
yeah.
Hey, I will say this. I think a lot of women will probably be getting shuffled down or out for these girls coming.
Absolutely.
Not gonna so prepare yourself for that.
We have Miles Bourne Double Classic. He is a double champion, so he'll be having 2 matches on this show. It'll be Miles Bourne and Tavian Heights versus The Vanity Project, Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes. Should be a good match.
I think they win both. I think he wins both of these matches.
I think he loses both of these matches.
I would not be mad. I don't see it for this kid. I really don't see it for this kid, man. I know that they're putting a lot more talent in there for him to go against, but I think that if he does lose it, though, I think they're just moving him up to the title picture.
I think he's got a look, but I don't think he's got anything else.
No, ain't nothing between the.
Yeah, it just is what it is.
Almost fucked up.
Yeah, don't do that. Jackson Drake. Jackson Drake needs the North American. Like, let's get him rolling. Let's get him rocking.
Jackson Drake, man. He's a great guy. I love the little interview segment they had on NXT last night.
You see the clip I posted in chat of him and Javon wrestling his kids?
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Come on, man. That could have been a Nickelodeon show, bro.
They both still got big ass heads too.
Yeah. I was like, damn, this was probably 2018 too. This is like they just finished listening to Scorpion by Drake and like, let's go wrestle a match.
You old nigga, not us. Zarya, Ren Sinclair, and Kelly Armstrong. It's unification triple threat match for the North American and women's speech. Did they shut down the men's one yet?
No.
That'll probably be nice.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully not for
gotta get it away from Lexus King, nigga.
Yeah, but then probably Miles Bourne probably retains then, huh?
That's what I'm saying.
Yikes. I like this match. I like Kelly has been good in the ring as of late. Ren has been really good in the ring as of late. Zarya has been much better.
Your big ass shouldn't be doing no crossbodies off the top rope. You almost face planted.
Hey man.
Calm it down.
Green. She's still green. She's still green, is what I'll say.
I'm wondering when she's gonna get there.
She needs more. I think she'll get here with more weekly things. Like the Evolve shit, when you start taping like 12 fucking shows in a row and just wrestling matches and then don't wrestle for a month.
Yeah.
Probably not, but I think she'll figure it out here. She probably needs to be a heel at some point, but like a better heel.
She's a heel right now. What are you talking about?
Is she?
Kelly Armstrong?
Oh, I'm bugging out then.
She's definitely a
heel. I thought she was just very aggressive. Sorry.
Aggressive black woman. See, here's the thing, man. You do this to yourself, bro.
Oh my God.
To yourself. Ladies, that was him. Not I.
Speaking of aggressive black women, Kendall Gray faces Kalani Jordan for the NXT Women's Championship.
Kendall need to zip it with these promos, man. Just zip it. You got Liv calling you a dickhead.
Hey man, she gonna get trial by fire at some point.
Hell
she gonna learn. She gonna learn. You better step your shit up because they ain't playing with you.
Because who even letting you say that shit? I'm for one, you can't even cut a promo. You about to be eaten alive on that main roster because Liv can't. Liv.
Don't let that Meltzer talk get your ass whooped.
Don't hurt yourself, homeboy.
Yeah.
Kendall is about to get it on the main roster, bro. You think that Liv ain't looking at that and being like, I got a receipt for your ass? She definitely is. You need to chill. Don't write a check that your ass can't cash.
Amen. Now.
Jeez, come on, man. I think that Kendall wins. It's time for Kalani to go up. I don't think that we really need her to
No,
win the
she doesn't
NXT
need
Women's Championship. She doesn't really need it.
No, just call her up. She can face who's the Intercon Raquel or something. Let her go up against
She has
one
to
of
be
them.
this character though.
Yeah, she has to be.
Her as a baby face, box office poison.
Come on,
Jesus
man.
Christ. Terrible face. But yeah.
Let's see. And then of course we have the main event. It's a fatal 4-way match. Tony D'Angelo is defending against Grayson Waller, Cruz Montana, and Zilla Fatu. It's so funny. All of these opponents have just shown up over the last month and a half.
Yeah.
And
give it to Grayson.
Give it to Grayson, but also, yeah, I mean, it's weird. I wouldn't give it to Cruz. He's still new and he's still figuring out that he's Puerto Rican from the Bronx.
He needs a lot of. I've seen him in his promos. He needs a lot of work.
I think it would shake the room if Zilla won. Like shake the room in a crazy way. Like, oh, you want a shocker? Zilla wins this shit.
Yeah.
Tony D. Tony D's a safe pick. I mean, you can continue to roll with Tony D. I think he's more than he should probably get called up too. Like you should not be here.
Yeah.
But also I feel fully
Tony D fills the spot Ilya is kind of leaving behind him SmackDown.
Yeah, but I hate his character. I just feel if he had just been Italian.
He still kind of got the voice.
Yeah, he still got it. I don't know. Tony D, would you draft him to SmackDown or Raw?
SmackDown.
Okay. Grayson Waller, I could see him winning this as well, but
been a while since they had a heel, so
yeah, I'll say that. So that's NXT Heatwave. NXT again. These two, the AAA NXT shows, are going up against the AEW show, so I'm sure there'll be plenty of discussion.
AEW have nothing to fear from these two shows.
Yeah, so at this point, they're gonna. I'll tell you what's gonna happen a week from now. They're gonna say Meltzer's going to purport some buys based on Google Trends and say they're over 200K. And then they're going to get the numbers for NXT Heatwave since it's on TV, but it's also Saturday in the middle of the fucking afternoon where no one is probably watching.
You never know. A lot of people be at home watching basically.
No, I know. But they'll say it's a failure because NXT is averaging 700K on Tuesdays, and this will probably average like 300, maybe. So we'll see how it goes. But just prepare for the spin.
Yeah. Go to SmackDown?
Yeah, let's go to SmackDown. So
SmackDown starts.
It's a good show. I think both these shows are good this week. It was very they had a direction to it.
Yeah, SmackDown's been on a streak, and Raw is
building the streak.
Raw's building it. It's competent at the very least. We
at the very least, yes.
It's competent. It feels like a competent show. I think the in-ring was strong on both shows this week. But the show starts with Sami Zayn in the back complaining as usual. I didn't even write about it. I just said Sami Zayn complaining. Then Cody in the ring said, "Randy, come on out, nigga," because Randy shows up behind Sami, and then Nick Aldis says, "Nah, man, chill. We can't do this shit. Like if y'all touch each other, you will never get another title shot ever again." And I'm standing on that. He's not standing on that.
No, he's not.
Nick Aldis stands on absolutely nothing.
Not a single thing.
They couldn't even stand on him quitting.
Yeah.
But then Orton gets back on the mic and says he says, "You're not the American Nightmare. You're not tough. You're an American Daydream." And then Cody's just like, I'll be the one to take out the last legend. And no matter how many times you win the title, no matter how many times you go for the title, you always come back to me, and I'll always be waiting for you. And he just gives a very impassioned passionate promo there. I think they're pretty much okay with the fact that like Cody will probably get booed a little bit, probably get cheered a little bit here. Like they kind of let him do what he wants to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
First match, Damian Priest and R-Truth versus the motherfucking Tongans.
It's a rematch from last week's episode.
It was definitely a rematch with a commercial break in between. This is probably the weakest match on the show. Obviously, the Tongans win.
Yeah, Tongans win. Yeah, I know. No, didn't expect this title to change hands at all. Damian Priest looks like I'm going.
I thought he was going to turn on him, but I'm like, there's nothing to gain from Damian Priest
from beating up but you gain an R-Truth feud, and that's not really the direction you do.
I would have been like, bruh. I would have been like, bro. Leave. Like, dead ass. I would have been like, bro, that he's definitely leaving.
Yeah.
It's an R-Truth feud. After that, we get to CM Punk, who says he's ready for Kevin Owens. And then he sees Randy Orton come in and says, I'm coming for number 15 if you win. And Punk says, I'm looking forward to it. They have great matches, great chemistry. I hope it can happen. Then we go to Chelsea Green in the back. She apologizes to Tiffany Stratton, who she basically was responsible for the reason that she lost the title. Tiffany's strangely cool with it. What's your read on Tiffany on these fucking streams?
I don't know. She's
she gonna fuck around and say something she's not supposed to.
She likes attention because she also dropped that pic with the pink hair. And I was like, oh, you dyed your hair pink? But apparently she didn't.
It was a wig. I knew it was a wig.
Yeah, but she just wanted attention. I was just like, bro, what? Anyway, like
she's on her drugs, stream, man.
She is on
fame drugs.
She just loves attention. Yeah, that's what she wants. She wants to be in with all the streamers. She's trying to hit streaming university next year. There's a balance for sure. So I don't want to say that you can't just like you ever be in this box where you don't feel like you can do anything bigger than that. But the streams, it just don't. I don't know. The stream game is a very dangerous game.
She gonna say something fucking wrong.
Yeah, and it's a dangerous game.
Why are you chopping niggas? And why are you wrestling niggas who's fired? Why are you wrestling Zelina?
Hey, man. That's a good question.
Blake Monroe's in the back, picking out her clothes. Are they starting like a little kind of love storyline with her and Kathy Kelly?
I don't know.
I dig it. I'm just saying. Just kind of.
Have you found out? Do you know the world found out who Blake Monroe's dating?
The little gun boy.
Yeah, little gun boy.
Weak ass nigga. You don't know what the fuck you doing with that.
We move on to Blake Monroe versus Julia. Highly anticipated. Yeah, no match.
The plan is that it's going to happen in Sunday Night's Main Event. So
absolutely. I don't know if people have realized this from 2-hour SmackDowns for like the last 5 years. Usually one match doesn't happen on every show.
Yeah, it doesn't happen, or it's like it'll happen down the line. But I think this was actually smart. No. So the people couldn't complain that they didn't get time.
Absolutely. There's usually one match that it'll happen quickly. There's a DQ, or it just doesn't happen every show. Last week it was Sammy versus Cody. Previous for that, I think it was another women's match. But literally every show, there's one match that's probably not going to happen.
It's chaotic, bro. You never know what's going to happen in WWE.
Absolutely, it's true.
Hey. Charlexa are in the back, and then they're getting ready to walk out. And then Tatum Paxton comes in, and she's like, "I can't wait to go to brunch, but who's gonna bring their own blood?" Right? Jay Cargill and the baddies come in and say, "We're bringing our own blood. What about you guys?" Tatum says, "Awesome, that's great." Yeah.
Match next week: Tatum versus Michin.
No, it's B-Fab.
Is it B-Fab?
Yeah,
those Michin. All right, cool.
It's B-Fab.
Damn. All right. Well,
I think she'll be able to do like cooler shit to
B-Fab.
Yeah. Just sit and take my offense, nigga.
I'll take your word for it. That's what I'll do.
Just bump for me, please. Trick Williams and Lil Yachty come out. Trick is really happy to have Lil Yachty back, but he doesn't have his title back. And he says, since Baron Corbin's backstage looking like a cue ball, why don't you come out here and bring your punk ass out here? And then Corbin comes out, and then Trick says, "I want a title shot right now." And then he says the title is off getting a trim. I said, "Thank God," because it was looking like grungy. It was the white was starting to look gray, starting to look like a gray pit bull.
They probably decided that right before they went out. It was like, I don't like how this title looks. Don't.
But Yachty's behind Baron the whole time. He hits him with the trick stick, the kendo stick. And then Corbin says, "You know what? I'll give you a title match, but I want 5 minutes with Lil Yachty. And if Lil Yachty can last 5 minutes, I'll give Trick the title shot. Otherwise, we're never doing it again." And Yachty says, "You're on." And then Corbin says, "This is gonna be the longest 5 minutes of your life." And I was like, this kind of reminds me of those old Bobby Heenan. He got 5 minutes with Hogan, you know what I'm saying, to whoop his ass. And then, because like, what does last 5 minutes mean?
It's just have a match and just not die and not get beat in 5 minutes. But I don't know. People are behind. I mean, it's Atlanta, so hopefully there will be. But I don't know if people in general are behind Yachty enough for people to really care.
Yeah.
But it's in Atlanta, so I think they're just hoping that people will be like, from
Yachty,
Atlanta.
Yachty's been trying a lot. Like, he's been training a lot. So like, I'm interested in seeing it. So
good for him, man.
Kevin Owens is in the back about to get interviewed, and Finn Balor comes out. It's like, come on, man, you could have fucking told me, bro. I'm like, bro, it's been 3 weeks. Like, y'all could get over it at this point. It's been 3 weeks. It's over. He done came and went. Like, come on,
man. That's all I got to say about that.
Gunther interrupts, and then he's like, "Man, why are you worried about this bum ass nigga?" Like, literally, Gunther just comes in and makes the vibes bad all around every single.
Yeah, 100%.
And then he says, "You need to worry about me if you win tonight, because I'm coming after the title." And then he walks away.
Boom.
Tiffany Stratton versus Lash Legend. I saw you just give Lash the title.
I'm very high on Lash. I think everyone knows what's there. I think she's got great charisma. Just give her a U.S. title or something. Who's got the U.S. title right now? Oh, it's JC. All right, never mind. But yeah, Lash is great. Lash is phenomenal. I think people genuinely love Lash. When she eventually turns on Nia, it's going to be great.
Maybe start her with the U.S. title first.
Yeah, let's do that. But
Tiffany's.
I'm glad she got a big win over. This is a big win actually for her.
Yeah, it is. Tiffany can't handle the injuries and loses. She's about to get her ass whipped. But Chelsea Green runs in to save her in her hometown. Obviously, she can't wrestle, but people were still up for her. We get a Shinsuke Nakamura.
All my are on purpose, by the way.
Why?
Spoilery. But go on.
Shinsuke Nakamura comes out with Kaioki. Hiromu Takahashi finally there. I thought he came off really well.
I thought so too. Very much it definitely was like different than maybe I guess I didn't expect much, but I didn't expect it to come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So it was pretty good.
Female EO is my
I hope it lasts. I hope it works out. He's not going to NXT.
Skipped it. I feel like they had a trade. There was like, all right, one of you niggas can stay, one of you niggas got to go.
Yeah.
And they rock, paper, scissors, and
they looked at him and Naraku and was like, nah, this nigga is way more entertaining than this.
Because it's so funny that Naraku feels like he should have just been on the main roster already because he's bigger than everybody on the show, save for Tony D.
Yeah.
And Takahashi makes it.
Yeah, because he's entertaining.
I gotta start calling him Kyoki. But Kyoki actually did have a dark match on Raw this past Monday, and I can't wait to see his entrance. It's gonna be dope. CM Punk, Kevin Owens main event went around 20 minutes. Punk working heel the whole match. Very smart.
Got his ass kicked for the beginning of it. I was loving it. I was like, oh, okay, he's giving the people what they want. He's actually taking that ass whooping as he could. I mean, this was a highly anticipated match. We talked about this last week in terms of who should win, who shouldn't win.
Yeah, you were right. You ended up being right.
Yeah, I think I never thought in my mind that they would just take it off of Punk immediately. But I thought this match. Here's the thing, though. I, the ending is just.
I thought a lot of people liked the ending. I saw a lot of people really liking the ending.
I just don't. Too many non-finishes to me, or like the expectation of a. I mean, it's a finish. Don't get me wrong.
He definitely pinned him.
Finish. He definitely pinned him. Hits him with the title, and then hits him with the title, and then Punk retains the title. So it's overall, I like the match. You know what I'm saying? But it was as much as this was built up, I thought it would have been a match in itself, but it was clearly built to build another match, which is coming at some point down the future, down the pipeline, which will include seemingly Sami Zayn. Now,
intrigue.
Yeah, it was good, but overall, this was good. Really good.
I thought they had chemistry for two dudes that never had a match before. I thought their chemistry was like really off the charts. Like
I think Punk is really good at wrestling.
he's in a groove, and he might not have been able to win Wrestler of the Year last year for like obvious circumstances of what was going on. I mean, he's definitely in my top 2 or 3 for the year thus far in terms of just consistency. They're not always perfect matches, though he did have a perfect match this year. But they're always good, and they're always must see. And I think that's what you always want from your champion, is to have, like, when CM Punk is on the show and he's wrestling, you're going to be watching it because you're going to see something that you haven't seen before. And I think that's the cool part about it. But I would love to see them tussle again. I love to see them do this all over again. That would be really.
I agree.
There's some meat left on the bone. Pause. I have been obsessed with Let's Rap About It. For a week. I've been obsessed with this show.
The clips, right? I'm assuming the clips.
Well, I've evolved into watching it.
Wow.
Evolved into watching it.
I haven't even watched it. Wait, is it good?
Yes, I think the show is actually good. It's
is
really
it good
funny. The clips are actually only a fraction of how funny these episodes are. Mano is quite possibly the Mano and Jim Jones bickering for half of the show every episode is quite possibly the funniest thing going right now.
They're characters.
It's so much better than anything that you could have ever imagined.
Okay, I'll tune in. Just because you said that. I was thinking it was like, you put it on in the background, some shit happening, but like they're generally characters. Like they're funny dudes. They're funny, hilarious dudes. They're good. It's good stuff.
It's good stuff. It's really good stuff. I think that Let's Rap About It needs to be doing the pre-show at Money in the Bank. Some man could be like, Mr. David.
Who's that nigga that's over there?
Mr. David Jimothy.
Come on now. I love that you love it.
Bro, I can't deny it no longer. The church parties clip is the funniest thing I've seen all year.
I gotta see it.
Okay, we're going too long. We're going long. We gotta get through Raw.
Yes.
Raw opens with LA Knight, and he says, "We in Canada, so I want to talk about a coward." I said, "Damn." He said, "I want to talk about Roman Reigns." And he said, "How y'all gonna have a tournament that I can't enter?" And I was like, "That's not really Roman's fault. That was like Rey Mysterio's fault. You should probably be
very much
at Rey Mysterio for that."
Yeah, it's a AAA thing. Like, come on, LA.
But he says that if he's gonna have to deal with the family, he's glad to know that he's got somebody on his side, and that's Solo Sikoa, who immediately says, "Yeah." And LA says that Solo's got Solo has already gotten his warning shot for taking his catchphrases. And then the Usos come out, and then they say, they start talking, and Jay's like, "This is your warning shot." And Solo hits the Matrix.
Oh my God. 10 out of 10.
The amount of memes that have happened. This first thing I saw online, Meelz, was somebody that put him into the scene from the Matrix.
The Matrix, of course. Yes. No, it was amazing. So Sikoa was a gift to Monday night.
Why did they wait so long to do this?
Why did they make him a mob boss of 4 incredibly
For
uncharismatic?
almost 3 years, bro. For almost 3 years, he was a heel.
It's just of some like very uncharismatic. Just he was with MFTs.
Well, that was when we started seeing he was funny with the MFTs. It started with the Truth stuff when he was mocking our Truth.
Yeah, for sure. But
When
no,
he was doing the dance.
This is good shit.
It was good shit. And then they challenged each other for a match at the end of the show. And then LA Knight's like, Solo's like, "You got my back?" And LA Knight said, "Yeah." And then Knight said, "You got my back?" And Solo says, "Pew."
Pew is 10 out of 10.
You know, it's even funnier because they're actual brothers. So I know.
Yeah, they're cracking up. No, for sure, they're cracking up because he definitely did say pew.
Stephanie Vaquer versus Roxanne Perez. They get a lot of time here.
A lot of time.
Liv and Raquel are out there causing a stink. Devil's Kiss happens. Yeah, it's still over. It's still very over as a move.
The streets wanted to see it, and she delivered.
There's a setup where she tries to do what they call the Vaquer Inferno now, which this move never had a name. Her top rope move, and now it does. She should probably stop. She should probably stop doing that move though.
Yeah, probably.
AJ Styles said that. AJ Styles said that doing that move for all those years like fucked him up royally as he got older. So she should probably cut it out.
Yeah, cut it out, girl.
Becky comes out.
We need you.
Becky comes out for the save, which leads to Roxanne trying to go for a moonsault and Stephanie turning it around into basically like a pedigree face buster, like code breaker type deal, which probably should just be her finisher at this point, for the win at about 14 minutes. And yeah, after that, she thanks Becky backstage. Oh no. She thanks her out there, and then she has a backstage segment later. But we then get Judgment Day coming in, threatening Rey Mysterio, and then Javon comes out and whoops their ass.
Oh yeah, just out of nowhere. I forgot he was feuding with them. I was like, oh, I forgot there was an issue.
Yeah,
the mid card is just so like interchangeable. Who's doing what? Where are they going? What are they doing?
That's just the Judgment Day because they seem to feud with everyone indiscriminately, but always lose.
Yeah, but then Javon is also getting beat up by Big Cass. So it's kind of, I'm confused where the Judgment Day thing ends and where the Big Cass shit begins.
I think he's gonna get help soon.
Well,
probably profits, maybe.
For cool. Big Cass or Judgment Day?
For Judgment Day, because there's only 2 niggas on the Judgment Day, and then with it's JD, Cass, and Dom, and it's just it's just Javon.
Judgment Day. Yeah, maybe you should just join Judgment Day.
And that'd be no, but then if the Profits come back, it's 3-on-3.
Well, there you go. But Profits also owe the Vision. Ain't the Vision the ones that beat him up?
Yeah, but you know, I'm just thinking out loud.
The
Vision seem very busy right now.
Yeah,
and Oba don't need help. So like,
well, get your niggas away from me.
Get these niggas away from me. I am a king.
What is it? What is this having this cup?
I am the ruler. What is in this cup? Do you have jollof rice?
Oh God, don't kill us.
Match of the night shit here. Dragon Lee versus Rey Fenix. So much crazy shit here. I can't even begin to recap the shit that goes on in this match. But obviously everyone's talking about the dive through the announce table, which was insane. But that final stretch was crazy, from the Styles Clash, that Mexican muscle buster reversal into the Styles Clash. Just the fucking crazy little RKO he pulled off that if you blinked you missed it because it was so fucking fast. All of that stuff was great. These two put on a fucking, and again, I love that it's just like, hey, let them be them. Let them do what they would have did on AAA on this show, and it fucking worked. They got over by the end. Both of them did.
Absolutely.
So Phoenix goes to the finals of the tournament. We'll see where Penta goes later on there in the match. But Lola Vice gets a vignette. September 14th is her debut date.
That's the Raw in Mexico.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Paul Heyman comes out which was odd because I think he came out during a commercial because he was just out there.
Yeah, his where he lies is it's gonna be the swerve. It's just gonna be this nigga's just rocking with the big boy.
Braun comes down and signs, and he says, "What has Fimi done? What has Oba done to be the future?" He says, "You squashed a bunch of people and you beat Brock Lesnar, but
you beat Brock Lesnar. Oh, you." I'm like, nigga, he beat Brock Lesnar. Have you beaten
like,
Brock Lesnar?
Do you listen to the A show? We said it ourselves, nigga. Beating Brock is bigger than the title. So what are you talking about?
Come on, man.
He said 8 months ago, Braun said he had the place in the palm of his hands, but then he got hurt. He took himself out, that was a good line, I thought, because he made sure to say that no one else hurt him. He hurt him, which I thought was a good thing to say. But he said nobody here could take me out, including you. And then Oba took his spot, and then he's doing everything that he was doing. And then Oba says, "You're an angry orange man," which if he continues saying it, they will continue. The crowd will then start chanting it. And then he says that Braun underestimates him, but if Braun had debuted in 2002 or 2015, he would have been the big dog against whoever would have been the top guy in that era. But it's 2026, and unfortunately, you got to go against me.
Absolutely.
And then they get up, and then they Braun says some shit about deep waters, which I'm like, y'all got that from Michael Hayes. He told y'all to say that.
Yeah, because ain't none of y'all niggas been in deep enough water to be talking shit like this.
Braun longest matches on this fucking main roster have all been against Seth. So at the end of the day, what are you saying? Braun asked Oba if he was to sign, and then he says, "Do you want your daddy to do it for you?" And Heyman's like, "Don't do this." Braun grabs Heyman, which he's like kind of get off of him, and then he punches Oba, and they get into a fight. Austin Theory comes out, gets squashed basically, and then that leads to the heat segment at the end between these two. I mean, I don't need to see any more. I'm ready.
Yeah, I don't need. Yeah, just get it to the match. But unfortunately, we have 2 more weeks of whatever the fuck is going on, or at least another week of whatever is going on. So we'll see what happens.
I do Oba versus Theory.
Yeah, why not? Hell yeah. He's faced him before too. So
yep. Big Cass versus Javon Evans. Real short match here. I thought Javon, the aggressive Javon is actually like a really good character here. I think the happy-go-lucky could only go but so far. I think.
Do you think he becomes the man who breaks the record for the youngest world champion? He's certainly someone with the potential. He's got a couple of years. I think Brock wins it when he's 24 in a couple of days, and Javon's like I think he's 21. Just freshly 21.
Yeah. They could. I think they could break a lot of records with him. Youngest to IC title, youngest to tag title, right?
Oh, he's 22. Okay, so Javon's 22.
He got 2 years.
Yeah. So, do you think it could happen?
I think it could happen, man. I anything could happen here, right? Like I think they see a lot in him. I think a lot of the top guys really like him. A lot of the top women. He seems to be hanging out with like Becky.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like all of the women.
Becky, Tiffany, Liv, all types of other shit.
They all love him. So like I it's hard not to think that like he's not getting that same love from the guys too. I just think that he's a great kid. It's infectious energy, and even in this match, like Cass gave him a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I thought they look great. And again, you start to see with Cass there, people were like, "You let Ilya go but let Cass stay." I'm like, I mean, you can see it right there. He doesn't suck. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought.
No, he don't suck.
He came off better here than fucking Baron did against Tricky every week.
It's either this or him facing Rusev again, which I think they don't really want to do again.
Yeah. So, I mean, and Rusev almost out of dates, clearly.
Well, I hope he...
Oh, she's hurt. Isn't he hurt?
I don't think so. I don't remember.
I think he might still be hurt, because remember he had the stinger the other week.
Oh, was that? Yeah. No, he did.
Yeah, so I wonder what...
Oh, his hand went numb. Oh, yeah. My God, yes.
I think he might be on watch and see, but
prayers to Rusev.
I wonder what. Yeah, shut up, nigga. I wonder what they're gonna do with the Enzo thing, the Enzo of it all. What if Javon's like, I know somebody that could really get under your skin, nigga, and it's Enzo, and Javon brings Enzo back.
I would vomit all over this podcast. almost immediately.
You would vomit, and then you would be even more mad because I bet you he'd be the most over nigga on the show. Probably.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it's not hard. It's him
I think it's
versus
very hard. There's a bunch of people that are over it on that show.
if you go, but you know we're at the level he's at. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's like bigger than other. He's just going to be the most over nigga facing JD McDonough. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh boy. All right. Sol Ruka says she's ready for her title shot. Which she's going to be getting very soon against Raquel Rodriguez. I think in a week. I think they said.
yeah,
Io Sky comes in, and then Lyra Valkyria comes in and says, "Hey, y'all," and she says she wants to have the match against Raquel Rodriguez, and Sol Ruka says, "Nah, you ain't doing it." And then Lyra's like, "All right, bet." So you can already imagine what's about to happen in that match with Lyra.
yeah.
Number one contender match, tournament match between Penta and La Parka. Not gonna lie, weakest match of this whole thing between these.
La Parka ain't the same La Parka.
You're not the same La Parka. That's clear. Sorry, Booker.
Yeah, Penta's more La Parka than La Parka.
Yeah, Penta wins. And if you guys haven't been following the story in AAA, they've been doing the story of Penta potentially facing Roman, and I think that it's been like really great, like the story about Penta, you know, and just the perils of Mal, like being like, hey, like you're gonna need somebody, you know, to have your back and stuff like that. I think the moment storyline between both shows about this tournament have been really done very well. And if you're not watching both, I would highly recommend to watch the AAA side of this as well, because Penta's been doing a great job there too.
Yeah.
Penta wins, and we're gonna get Penta versus Phoenix. They're taping this Friday. So
yes, they are taping this Friday.
We should know by then. Main event time.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna skip through. I know Ethan Page talked to Chad Gable, so we could expect that match to happen too. But
yeah,
Usos and LA Knight. I'm sorry, Usos versus LA Knight and Solo Sikoa. I mean, again, we've seen this match a bajillion times, except that Solo's on the other side this time.
Yeah, it is it's the same match we saw. So I didn't know what to expect.
Really interesting to see no Jacob.
I agree.
Jacob doesn't. He was there, but he doesn't come out to help them. But
he said something about punk ass Jay earlier, so I'm pretty sure they told him keep your ass in line, nigga, because you know they say nigga now.
People were looking at somebody said, man, this next segment we were talking about was proof after what happened the other day with them that WWE ain't having it. And I'm like, huh?
What? WWE? The niggas who y'all said ain't giving black men a match?
Yeah, like huh? Anyway, partway through the match, about 5 to, I think it was like 5 minutes in, I want to say it was moving, but Royce Keys returns. We just talked about him last week. Royce Keys returns. Spears,
Solo and Jay,
Solo and Jay through the barricade. Takes off his mask, and we cut to the ring. You could not.
He ain't get the Hollywood teeth. I saw that though.
He did not get the Hollywood teeth that we thought. I was like, nigga, close your mouth. But you could not mistake the two niggas in the. They might as well have came out without the.
Who are those? Who are those guys? What are they?
I think it's. Well, for one, Corey fucked up and said it's Hobbs. Oh my god!
His mama call him Hobbs. I don't know. Whatever. Listen, OTM surprise of the century.
Yeah,
didn't expect this at all.
They beat up everybody.
Yeah, we knew. I don't even know if it was like a thing. I think we just knew that they were potentially like.
Well, they had been on main event several times this year.
Yeah, but we had been hearing some scuttlebutt of them, you know, getting called up soon.
Yeah,
but that was like earlier this year, like early January, early. So you see how things kind of end up working out. But them being part of this, I mean, considering Bronco Nima got kicked out of Perro de Mal last weekend and now showing up with another group, they got a good look. Yeah, I think they still. I think as a team, they're solid. I still think ultimately their in-ring has a lot more to be desired. Like it still needs. I don't think they ever got the best amount of reps in NXT as they could have as a team. Sometimes they're on TV, sometimes they're off TV. Hank and Tank, the other fucking black state or dark
They
state or
grew.
whatever the fuck
They
it
grew
was.
to be competent. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
I think
But
that's
then they
also.
also grew up to be like fan favorites as well. I think
Yeah.
people were just like, yeah, we fuck with them. We see the energy. Because, originally they were Jada. They end up not going with Jada, kind of
Jada got
floundering a
over.
little.
Jada got
Yeah.
over. Yeah.
But then they figure it out. Them being part of here, I mean, big nigga tag teams are back, apparently.
Yeah. I mean, tag
That's
teams are back. I think we've seen a concerted effort by the company to start building out the ranks. I mean, obviously, R-Truth and Damian Priest, they needed to break up. That just was a stopgap there.
Mhm.
But like they're reloading Nakamura and Kyoki on the SmackDown side. And then we got this, and wherever the Profits may land will be your other tag team there. But I think Raw. I think that's the one thing that Raw's kind of missing is that they kind of probably do need a tag division for the men, because I think that would help flatten the curve and to give us like a lot more like kind of not only just content but like different stories. All of the stories are one on one
Yeah.
on Raw. Like we need stories that I mean we need gang warfare. I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, this is actually kind of cool. There's three different sets of factions that are going against each other. They managed to do this without completely baby facing the bloodline, who I think are still, to me, firmly heels here. They did this without having to heel up Solo and LA Knight, and they have a team that's beating up everybody. So I think that it's a good dichotomy. And again, if this is where War Games leads, where it's like bloodline and them, I like that a lot. But we got to wait to see. We'll wait and see what happens.
100%. Ultimately, I like this. It's definitely a curveball in terms of what's actually going to happen. If Royce Keys is on his own, doing his own thing, don't trust these niggas, what does that mean for War Games? Ultimately, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And we'll see.
Really good ending in the Raw, though. I was like, okay.
All right.
The show needed that. The show needed the last two endings of the show have needed this.
Yes, 100%.
They've needed
100%.
this. So I'm all for it because they're doing something. Try. That's literally all we've been asking. Try. And they're trying. So shout out to OTM. Congrats to them. Shout out to Solo Sikoa. Again, babyface here. But really great shows this week. And really great shows coming up this weekend. Make sure you check out the War Report where they'll be talking about NXT Heatwave and All In at length. 2 big shows for them. Pray for them. And then we'll be back next week to talk more about the ending of the Roman Reigns #1 contendership tournament, this week's SmackDown, and what's about to happen at Sunday night's main event in a week from Sunday. So for Meelz, I'm Justin. Please have a very, very safe weekend. Stay out the heat if you're in the heat, and just stay healthy, stay hydrated. Thank you guys for listening. Peace.